Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus and welcome to Livestream Tuesday. I'm going to talk really quickly because I think it is working momentarily and I might well cut out very soon. So thank you guys for attempting to join me tonight on the live stream. I've reduced the quality of the video so that hopefully more information can get through. But it's the upload speed that unfortunately is just really low, and it seems like we've had a little spike in the upload speed just for this second. So let me quickly get the super chat up on Windows, the super chat window up on screen. This is actually a Mac, so it's not Windows. Anyway, so getting through this is because I'm trying to talk quickly. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and hopefully everything is working on screen. Anyway, in the super chat window we had some donations, so thank you guys so much for this. And quickly let me get through it before I disappear again. We had a $20 donation from Larry, and also let me quickly get my patrons up on screen as well because they make everything possible. Thank you guys for your support. And Larry donated $20, thank you for that. And then Jeannie has donated $5, thank you for that, Jeannie. And the message is, would you care for a cup of chicken soup? Just made a pot with a smiley face. So thank you for that, Jeannie. And I'm having my orange squash as normal on my live streams, but thank you for the offer. And Carla's in the house as well, and Carla has donated $4.99. And the message is, any chance you can remove the mug pin now, please? It just keeps coming back, blocking my screen and locking it so I can't scroll. Started Saturday, I see you. So thank you for that, Carla. And I did, I think, remove this on my phone because I wasn't on the internet, because the direct line of internet I've got into the computer, which ironically doesn't work having a direct line, but then using my mobile data I was able to jump on and comment on the live stream as a third party person looking at my own live stream. But hopefully that has been removed now at the top of the comment section. So I think maybe this is working, and maybe we can deal with this quality because it might just be enough to get the signal through, just making it a lot smaller, and maybe I'm a bit pixelated, but we will see what happens. Anyway, thank you, Carla, for that. And Dropkick Chester has donated $5. Thank you for that. The message is Kaifanas Aviantame, great guitar. So thank you for that, and apologies for my pronunciation. And Susan has donated $10 as well. Thank you for that, Susan. And the message is a man saying thank you. So thank you, Susan, for that donation. And we also have Deb in the house, and it's Poet's Dreams, $4.99. And the message is, hi Phil, my internet is a bit wonky today, so I'd better get this donation off quick. Happy Tuesday, with a heart and some rock horns. So thank you for that. And as you guys all know now that my internet, I think everyone's internet is a bit dodgy, so thank you guys for sticking with me. And Carl has donated $5. Thank you for that, Carl. The message is, getting it in before you disappear again, stay safe all. So thank you for that. Lisa has donated $5. Thank you for this, Lisa. The message is, you have amazing problem solving skills. So thank you for that. And it's not really skills, it's just turning everything off and turning it on again and then hoping that it works with your fingers crossed. And that's what we're doing at the moment. So as long as we are prepared for this live stream, that it could cut out at any point. So if I suddenly freeze or disappear, then that is just what's happened. And by looking at the screen, it looks like we are 27 minutes into the live stream. So when I upload it later on, or make it available on Patreon and make it public, I'll try and edit it so that that whole section where it's just a black screen is removed. But it always takes a few hours for the edits to take effect. So if you are waiting to see it straight away again after this, then you might have to wait for that edit to be taken out. But anyway, thank you, Lisa, for that donation. Lynn's in the house as well, and thank you for this, Lynn. Lynn has donated $50, and the message is, all hail your persistence, both the album and this here tonight. Rock, even in adversity. So thank you for that, Lynn. And yes, I will always stick at this live stream setup, and hopefully it's going to keep on working. So we've had another donation from Dave. Thank you for that, Dave. It is $5, and the message is, here's $5 for the wishing well. Smooth sailing from here on out. So thank you for that, Dave. And Ian is in the house, and Ian has donated $124. And this is for getting to 124,000 subscribers. So thank you, Ian, for that. A crazy donation. And it's a crazy number as well, 124,000. Even the number takes a long time to say. So thank you everybody for subscribing and hitting that thumbs up, and I've just reminded myself to spike the likes. And this was the mug that was pinned to the top of the comment section, and I am going to be showing some pictures later on in the live stream, if we're still live by then, that's going to have a few pictures from the Wings of Pegasus supporters group and some mug shots from that site over there and the group that you can join if you want to. But if you can hit that thumbs up as well, it would be massively appreciated. I think we're going to have a very short window to hit those thumbs up tonight, so any extra thumbs up is massively appreciated. So thank you, Ian, for that donation. And Amy has donated $10, and that's just a straight up donation. Thank you for that, Amy. And Marilyn has donated $5 as well, and the message is, hi Phil, congrats on 124,000. So thank you for that, Marilyn, and there's a little applause emoticon thing on there as well, so thank you for that. And Bill has donated $10. Thank you for this, Bill. The message is, Phil, you are the best thing on YouTube. Keep up the hard work. Love the variety of artists you cover. So thank you for that, Bill, and the kind words. It's massively appreciated, and thanks for that donation as well. Lucy's in the house tonight as well, and Lucy has just donated $14.99. Thank you for that, Lucy. The message is, for the cross the fund. The reason that I couldn't read that is because it's going up the right hand side and it's been cut off on the bottom of my screen, and actually it looks like this screen over here just isn't doing anything. So let's maybe refresh this and see what happens. We're really shooting from the hip tonight, people, on this live stream. Let's see what happens when this screen comes back, if it ever does. And it's come back with lots of settings, which is great. Yeah, there we go. So now I can read it. So yes, it's not for the Cross the Pond tour. It's for the Cross the Pond tour. Thank you, Lucy, and the message is, stay safe and healthy, with a thumbs up, and we wingers heart you. So thank you so much for that, Lucy, and hopefully you guys can see it all on screen now. This is going to be one of those live streams we're going to have to just try and busk our way through it and see what happens. Anyway, let's get into the first video of the night. And also, let me move this because you're just seeing welcome to the live chat. Let me move this so that it's actually relevant to things we want to see. There we go. So we're going to jump into the first video of the night, and this was requested by Lynn over on Patreon, and I did start this before when the live stream cut out. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. It's my song called Running Blind, which can be something that is relatable, especially nowadays, and here in the UK. Fortunately, everyone's starting to get the message that you stay in home and you isolate yourselves and don't go around in groups and go around your friend's house and all that kind of stuff, because we certainly were. I mean, some people were running blind by still going out, and people going to the beach as well, even when they've been told to stay inside. But anyway, thankfully people are here and have now got the message, and we've been staying inside for about a week now, and we have to wait to see what effect that has on the virus here in the UK over the next couple of weeks. But fingers crossed it'll be fine. But anyway, this is my song called Running Blind, requested by Lynn over on Patreon, and I'll see you guys after this. Rock.
With the sense of decency,
And there we have it. That was my song called Running Blind. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and you can get that over at my website, wingsofpegasus.com/store, if you want to download that track. And it's also available on iTunes and Amazon, but over on my website, obviously I get everything for that rather than giving a percentage to iTunes and Amazon. But let's get the super chat window up on screen again, because we've had some action in there from Linda. Thank you for this, Linda. It's another $5 donation. The message is there anything you miss doing or places you miss going to now that you are self-isolating? And pretty much most of my life is self-isolated anyway, because I do a new video every night, and during the day I'm answering comments and emails and all those kind of things, and then in the evening my analysis videos take between 4 and 6 hours. The longest one, which I've mentioned before, was about 11 hours when I was having problems with uploading and getting everything sorted with my editing software. So yeah, it is just like a daily cycle. Obviously when I'm teaching, the teaching goes in the daytime, and the thing that I'm finding is that I thought maybe I'll have more time because I'm not going to be teaching during the day, but what I'm finding is that there are a lot more people at home now, and as you guys have seen over the last few weeks, I've been having a lot more viewers and a lot more subscribers, and it's really been going up quickly. So it means that that's even more messages on Facebook, even more emails. So all of my time that I was spending teaching, I'm now spending answering emails, and some of the emails that I do get are quite detailed and are asking various questions about bands and about guitars and effects, so they take quite a long time sometimes to answer, and that's just what my day is taken up with now at the moment. But these live streams are a little bit of downtime, I think, because it means that I'm not doing the analysis video. Like I said, can take between 4 and 6 hours. So here on the live stream it just takes maybe 45 minutes to an hour to set up, and then I have about an hour or a little bit longer with you guys, and then after that maybe another half an hour to an hour answering the emails and comments for the day. But then it means I'm done within about 3 or 4 hours rather than 4 or 6 hours. So yeah, it's a little bit of downtime on the live streams, which is good. But thank you, Linda, for that message. I'm just trying to think of places that I miss going to. Maybe to fast food places that have all now closed, but I do like pizza, so that's just still an option for delivery, and they just leave it outside your door and then you pick it up and say thank you very much, and that's how I do my fast food now. So even that hasn't really suffered too much. I'm just trying to think of any particular places that aren't really that I think because everything that I do is so isolated anyway, and it's not that much of a change for me to go through that. Obviously, visiting family and things like that is something that's now totally off, and seeing my nephews and all that kind of stuff, but my daily life is isolated. So I think there are a lot of people who struggle with this a lot more than me, and people that aren't used to doing stuff on YouTube, because now YouTube has become the outlet, and live streaming has become the outlet for a lot of creators and musicians, and a lot of people that aren't really that up to speed with it might be struggling, whereas people that are now doing an upload every day or something might find it difficult. But I've been doing it for 2 years without missing a night, so it's just part of my routine now. And fortunately we can still do this and live stream and nothing changes, and we can just stay isolated together. Watching this and watching videos on YouTube is certainly something that brings everybody together on these live streams, because we can do it at a safe distance and just at a ridiculous distance over in the USA and the UK and France and all the different places around in Europe and Australia as well. So it's great that we can all get together and mingle in this virtual space of the live stream. But thank you, Linda, for the question and for the donation. And Laura's in the house as well. Laura has donated $10. Thank you for that, Laura. The message is, Phil, I'll look for the posting with the mug pictures on Facebook and pin it to the top so it will be easy for you to see. Thank you for that, Laura. That would be good, because then I can get those pictures up on screen by Saturday as well. And maybe we should just jump into that now before the cover, which was requested by Sandra over on Patreon, and I think she was backed up by Lynn as well, because it's going to be Don't Stop Believing by Journey, and hopefully I've made this all right and it's going to work, so we will see what happens. But I do need to go to a different place in order to get these pictures that I've got from Facebook, and I've somehow, hopefully, fingers crossed, put it into the software. So without further ado, here we go. This is the first mug mug shot. I'm going to call these mug shots because they literally are. And fingers crossed, this is going to be Shirley, who I took a screenshot of her picture over on the Wings of Pegasus supporters group. And let me just plug that page over there as well, because Laura will allow you into that group if you want to join it. And if you get yourself a mug, which is in the tray underneath this video, then you can take a picture and put it onto that Facebook group. But here we go. This is Shirley with her Spike the Likes mugs. Hopefully you can still hear me and I haven't cut my own vocal off, but this is a great picture because look, it's framed. We've got the Spike the Likes in there, and we've got a Stevie Ray Vaughan t-shirt on as well. So a massive thank you to Shirley for taking that and for putting it on the Facebook group over there, the Wings of Pegasus Facebook supporters group. I'm gonna, hopefully you guys are going to be able to find it in the search bar in Facebook. Just type in Wings of Pegasus supporters group and you'll find this page where I'm getting these pictures from. And then we're going to come back to me, and fingers crossed we're going to see if we can get Laurie's mug up on screen as well. Here we go. This is Laurie with her Spike the Likes mug, and you can just see Laurie's hand holding it, but it isn't a full camera shot like we just had from Shirley. But thank you, Laurie, for that picture that you put up over on Facebook. So let's come back to me, and we've got 2 out of 2 so far. So let's see if we can make it 3 out of 3, because this should be Marge's mug. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Here we go. And this is the most perfectly timed picture, because it's almost as if it's a picture of me looking at my own mug and taking a picture, but it isn't. It is Marge who has taken the picture and just timed it perfectly. So thank you for that, Marge, and thank you for watching the live stream. As we can see in the background, it is all kicking off there. So if you want to get yourselves a mug, go to that tray underneath this video, and when you get it, you can take a picture and I'll put it on these live streams, because it's also good to have some pictures of you guys rather than me just talking for an hour and just rambling on about nothing in particular. So thank you everybody for going over to that Facebook page as well, and for just being such a great community over there and here on the live streams. So thank you, and we will hopefully maybe feature more of those mugs in the future. We're going to be getting into this cover video now. As I said, this was requested by Sandra and Lynn over on Patreon, and it's going to be my cover of Don't Stop Believing by Journey. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and if you do, and if you enjoy this live stream, even though it might be brief, if you could give it a thumbs up, that'd be massively appreciated, because we try and hit 200 likes on these live streams. We'll see where we are after this video, and I'll be in the chat room while this is going on, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Rock!
Small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised inside the room. The smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. Goes on just to find emotion hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill, paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. There's shadows searching in the night. Streetlight people living just to find emotion hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people.
Hi guys, it's Phil here. Thanks so much for watching my cover of Don't Stop Believing by Journey. The names you can see here are my patrons. Hi patrons, thanks so much for your support and for making videos like this possible. If you want to get involved yourself and if you want to talk to me and maybe suggest some other songs that I can cover, head to this website down here, patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. And if I don't see you on Patreon, I'll see you at the next video. Have a great day. Rock.
And there we have it. That was my cover of Don't Stop Believing by Journey. And that was an interesting one because Neil Schon from Journey saw that and messaged me about it on Twitter and was very complimentary. So a massive thank you to him for even watching in the first place. But also we did have some buffering going on there. Like I said, I think we are going to be maybe disconnecting at any point with this live stream. It seems like, fingers crossed, we are back again. And it just is going to be an intermittent random thing that just happens. So we'll see what happens, but fingers crossed it'll be okay. We'll keep on moving forward. And by the way, it looks like we've hit 218 likes already. So thank you guys so much for hitting that thumbs up. And even though we've been going in and then cutting out, we have hit our 200 like target that we always have. So thank you everybody for hitting that thumbs up. And you still can do if you want to make this intermittent live stream a really big liked or massively liked live stream, then we can still do that, and you can do that in the future as well. I'll try and cut out all of the black screen parts with the spinning circle in afterwards to see if I can do that in YouTube Studio, just so people watching it back in the future don't have to sit through the same thing. And I did jokingly say that that was just one of my new songs. It's Silence, and that's the video for it, just a spinning wheel. But of course I'm joking. But anyway, we've had a few more donations, and first of all, Glamgal710. Let me just scroll up a little bit because I want to make sure that I can get all of these in the screen. So Glamgal710 has donated $5. Thank you for that. The message is, Phil, you make isolating together meaningful and beautiful. Thanks for being you. Cheers, Karen. So, thank you for that donation, Karen, and the kind words. And we have a crazy donation here from Ray, JC's Radiant Ray, who has donated $150. So thank you so much for that. The message is, missed you and the Wingers the past 2 live streams. It is cool how you have a heart for all of humankind. So thank you for the kind words, and this is just something that I think, especially now, we have to all pull together and stay apart as much as possible in order to give the health services a little bit of a chance with this nasty virus. And the more serious we take it, the better for everybody. So we can all pull together in these live streams and still have a good time independently, just chatting online and being part of the community, and just keeping ourselves isolated at the same time in real life and not gathering around in groups. But thank you, Ray, so much for that donation. And R. Gray has donated $10. Thank you so much for that. The message is, everybody stay safe. And Sally has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Sally. The message is reminding you to please analyse Chris Stapleton's cover of Amanda at the Grand Ole Opry. Is that what it's going to say? Because I can't see at the bottom. Yes, it was the Grand Ole Opry. And the message continues, will be bugging you until you do. So thank you for that, Sally, and the $5 donation. And this is the thing about the suggestions and request lists. I have a very long list, so sometimes it takes a while to get through all of them, but I do just work my way through each request at a time. So thank you for that, Sally, and it is definitely on the list. You'll have to trust me on that. And Kevin has donated $2. Thank you for that, Kevin. The message is, I love to visit York. Do you have a favourite city? Not really. My town is called Maidenhead, and it's pretty good. Obviously, it's deserted at the moment like everywhere else, but I do like occasionally to venture into London, but it's normally so busy. I'm one of these people who doesn't like too much being crammed in with lots of people in places, and especially on the tube, because I used to go into London and give my CD to DJs and wait for them outside the radio station. So I'd get up about 5 a.m. and at 6 or 7 a.m. get on a packed train with all the other workers who are going into London. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of being overly just crammed into a train, because it's not something, obviously for my music and things, that's something that I'm willing to do, but on an everyday life kind of scale of just going out and doing things, I like Maidenhead, which is where I am, because it's not that busy and it's still really close to London, so you can jump on a train and be there on a fast track train in 20 minutes, and it's all good if you want to get into London. But I do like to be outside and out of the hustle and bustle of London, because it does get a bit crazy. But anyway, Kevin, thank you so much for that donation. And Marge has donated $2 as well. Thank you for that, Marge, and that's a straight up donation. And 2000 Connie has donated $5. Thank you for that, Connie. The message is, love your covers. Thank you for the kind words. And we have another donation underneath that, and this is Poet's Dreams. So Deb, hello, thank you for this $4.99 donation. And the message is, I have an old Stella guitar that belonged to my grandmother. It's a bit warped and coming unglued. I love the guitar. Is it worth repairing? And this is a personal question that you have to ask yourself, that if you want to repair it and just get it back to its former glory, then you can do. If you play, or whether it's going to be something that you just have for show, it's certainly something, obviously cost as well. There's things that you have to maybe think about whether it's worth doing, depending on how much it comes back in terms of them actually getting it back to close to its previous state. But that's something that I can't really give you advice on that. If it is really important to you, then yes, go for it and just get it repaired and let it last for another generation. But anyway, thank you so much for that donation. And Harlot has donated $4.99 as well. And the message is, I was so bored the other night, I watched a documentary on the Cotswolds. Been there? Question mark. And I don't think I have, not yet. Anyway, I've generally only been, well, I did play around the UK quite a lot. I haven't gone very far north. So probably when we're talking about playing live, I've been to London, in and around London. That's where I've done most of the gigs, in and around Reading, Maidenhead, all these places. Slough, which you might know from The Office, there's a comedy program that's based in Slough, but we didn't do many gigs there, mostly London. Camden Town, if you know that as well, and Tottenham Court Road, played there in London, and have played in Wales as well as the south. And I'm not sure if we went as far as Southampton. We might have done. But yeah, played lots of gigs in the south and the east and the west. But I haven't gone very far north yet on my musical journey. So I haven't been to the Cotswolds either. At least not for something that I would consider. I can't remember the amount of gigs that I've done. And actually, we were in Stoke at one point as well. So yeah, I probably don't keep track of where I have actually played and where I haven't played, but I don't remember going to the Cotswolds, or maybe I have been. I'll have to check in my life and try and remember back. But anyway, Harlots, thank you so much for that donation of $4.99. I'm sorry that I can't give you a definitive answer on that because my brain can't remember all of the places that I have been. But we will see. Maybe I'll be reminded by my family if they see this live stream and they can let me know if I have been there or not. But anyway, thank you, Harlot, so much for that donation. And we're going to keep going full steam ahead with this live stream. Hopefully it's not going to cut out. We are going to be jumping into the next video, which is going to be my acoustic version of Paris Nord. And I am going to jump over to the Patreon page because I believe this was Kevin that requested this. And yes, I think it was. So Kevin requested this song, Paris Nord. Is going to be my acoustic version of it. I hope you guys enjoy this. And I'm going to be in the chat room. I've just seen some Hello Marios going up through the screen. So we will see if, I don't know why it's not happening on screen. We will have to do a refresh here, maybe. Fingers crossed, let's see what happens. This is potentially not going to work, and maybe I've just ruined it for everybody, inclusive. And here we go. Right, so the super chat is back. And let's see if we can get rid of all these things. And there we go. That, and yes, there is Mario's name in the live chat room. So I saw it on one screen, but then it wasn't on the other screen. So everybody say hello to Mario, because that's what we do at these live streams. And now we're back up to date. And fingers crossed, everything's going to work with the live chat room and the super chat. And everybody say hello to Mario. And while we're doing that, I'll start this video that was requested by Kevin over on Patreon. And this is my acoustic version of Paris Nord. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys afterwards. Rock! Hello, Phil here, obviously. This is going to be my acoustic version of one of my album tracks called Paris Nord. And I'm going to film another bit after this and edit it in so that I can sing the other part of the chorus with myself.
If I had known, if I had known for just one moment you'd be gone. It's not okay, we want to know. Lost in your eyes, Paris night skies, both hypnotized. Find a way to find your way, spend the night in a heartbeat, you were gone. Like ships in the night, love at first sight, holding you tight, holding you tight. Find a way, find a way, to find your way, to find your way. Spend the night with you in Paradise, Lord. So unfair, so unfair. You left me there. Standstill adventure. Now I'm stuck in a world of regret, and it's 9:35. I'm not happy, but I feel alive. So much I wanted to say, but now it's too late.
And there we have it. That was my song called Paris Nord, the acoustic version of it, of course. So we're going to be getting the super chat window up on screen again because we've had a little bit of action in there, and it is Batfink Reynolds who has donated $5. Thank you so much for that. The message is, Phil, since you live in Maidenhead, would you ever consider an Iron Maiden cover? Laugh out loud. Sorry, I couldn't resist asking. So thank you for that. And it's something that it does sound like a metal band, a heavy metal band, Maidenhead. And it has something, well, it has been referred to as something resembling that before. And thank you so much for the donation. And also, Batfink has teamed up as well with another winger here on the channel, and this is his channel. You can also, maybe we've had this linked in the chat room before because we have that pairing up of KADJ as well, who did the video section of Batfink's video, and that's Phil, but I don't want to give away too much because Batfink Reynolds is what everybody will know him by in these live stream Tuesdays, but maybe we can pin that or link that in the chat room for guys that want to see a couple of wingers just joining forces and putting together some music and a video, because it's really cool stuff. But anyway, thank you so much, Batfink Reynolds, for that donation. And first of all, let me just say a massive hello to anybody who's now in the live chat room, who's joining us. We might have a few people who are joining in for the first time because we've had a bit of a spike in the subscribers recently. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight. And let's have a look in here. We've got Debbie and Jeannie and Lucy and Glamgal, and that's Karen and Reb, and Last Our Day 7 and Poet's Dreams, that's Deb and Cindy, and Mario is still in the house. Hello Mario, and Lisa as well. And also Yayoi and Carla and Pleasant Valley Picker, California. So let's have a look. Pleasant Valley Picker, California says, who gave Phil thumbs down, trolls? There's always at least one or two or three or four thumbs down on this channel with pretty much every video, but also on the live streams, because I think people just have this thing where they can't let it go and they have to keep visiting the channel to keep on disliking things, which is fine because it still counts as interaction. And I don't think that they understand that when you click a thumbs down, it counts as an interaction. So it means that somebody has been emotionally engaged by the content. And I think it's something that the YouTube algorithm, the computers that work everything out, like to get a mix of thumbs up. If you can get lots of thumbs up, that's great. But if you can get some dislikes as well, it counts as interaction. And then they make the mistake as well of commenting on videos to say how much they dislike it, and multiple videos, so then YouTube starts suggesting them more of my videos because they're interacting with the videos, commenting. So it is a funny circle that they get stuck in, because then they comment, say, why do I keep getting your videos suggested to me all the time? It's because you're always commenting on my videos. It's how YouTube works. It thinks that you always go to the channels that you like to watch, and that's generally how things work. But with some people, they spend time on channels they don't like, which I don't really understand. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. We're going to keep on pushing forward, and it is already 1:10 here in the morning. So because we had that full start at the beginning, it's not going to be as long a live stream. So we'll jump into this last video. And just before I do, Kay has donated $5. Thank you so much for that, Kay. I can't see a message at the moment, but I can click on this over here and maybe see. It was just a straight up donation. So thank you for that, Kay. And that was $5. And Natural Pro 2003 has donated $10. Thank you so much for that. The message is, hello, Phil, Orlando from New York City here. I am fairly new to your channel. I must ask, how long have you been a musician? When did you get your start? Great job on that song with some rock horns. So hello Orlando, and Orlando's back for another live stream, and thank you for joining me on the last one as well. So with the whole musician thing, I've been playing since the age of 12, I think, around that kind of age with guitar, and I had my first cover band, I think, when I was 18, around that 18 or 19 at university, and just from then on, really. So every year of my life I've been playing and trying to get somewhere with music, and then just playing live. The first original band that I had was when I was 23. So from 23 onwards, then went down that original avenue of writing and performing, and probably writing really bad songs as well. But we were called Panic Attack. That was our first band, and it was spelt with 2 K's at the end of panic and 2 K's at the end of attack. But that's where we first started out, and similar thing, it was just hard rock, and I just played guitar there, so we had a singer as well, and I was just one of the lead guitarists because the other guitarist played lead as well. So that was from the age of 23, again, just working away at it, trying every day to do something to try and make headway in the industry. But I think as you grow older, you start to understand the industry more and more. And then as I got into my late 20s, I started to then get into singing. Not get into singing, we couldn't get a singer for the band, so I decided to try and learn to sing myself. And from my early 30s onwards, that's where I started to take things online, because the original scene here in London and the surrounding area isn't really workable for bands that don't earn a lot of money, and we certainly didn't earn a lot of money because it's all pay to play. So original music's really difficult to get off the ground here, but I took everything online because I thought that's where the industry was going, or that's at least where I saw potential for original music being independent, and that's where I now end up. So this is where we are due to that decision to take everything online. And also, just when saying about getting a break or where did I get my start, I never really got a break, and I don't think I've yet got a break. It's just doing things every single day, doing a new video every day, chatting with you guys, and just reading all the comments and just doing everything as I normally do it and have done it. I have been live streaming for years and years and years. It's just that nobody was watching. So now it's quite good to have an audience, and such a cool audience as well. So that's been my history. I have been doing it for many, many years. Like I said, when I was 18 or 19 with my first cover band, and I'm a little bit older than that now. Not that I want to give it away, but I am, yes, a lot older, I think, than a lot of people think. So I have said before about videos that I've analysed about bands in the 80s that was my childhood, so you might be able to work out from that my rough age. But yes, we are moving forward, but it's all good. And this is the funny thing about some people who say on YouTube, God, what do you know? You're too young to have an opinion, and they don't realise that, yeah, I'm actually a lot older probably than they think. But anyway, thank you so much for that donation, and thank you for joining me from New York City. And things over there I've heard on the news are pretty dire, so fingers crossed that everybody there can get things under control. It's such a bad situation across the whole world, but New York City, certainly here in our news, is getting a lot of coverage because of the problems that they're having. So fingers crossed, and I wish and hope that everything starts to flatten out when they talk about this curve of the virus and the infections, and hopefully we can flatten this curve out so that less people are getting infected by just self-isolating and keeping away from public places in lots of gatherings. But anyway, thank you so much for that donation. We've had another one from Yoda Kane, who has donated $20. That is a straight up donation. Thank you so much for that. And Lisa has donated again, and this is for $2. Thank you, Lisa. And the message is, the name could be Pizza Panic Attack Now. Laugh out loud. So thank you for that, Lisa. Bit of a mouthful, maybe, but it could well be Pizza Panic Attack Now. And thank you for spelling it correctly as well. Thank you for that, Lisa. And we've had another donation from Jeannie, who has donated $5. Thank you for that. The message is, can't wait to ride the Channel to Paris Nord someday. So this is the Channel Tunnel, if people don't know what Jeannie is referring to there, and it goes from London straight into France. And it's not particularly exciting because most of it is underneath the channel, so it's just in darkness that you're traveling on a train. But it is good that you can get to France that quickly. So thank you for that donation, Jeannie, $5. And we are going to be jumping into the last video of the night. And thank you for sticking with me in this live stream. Like I said, it is a little bit late here now, so we're going to be wrapping things up soon. But this is going to be the lyric version of my song called Greed. And this was requested over on Patreon. And because everything's been cutting out, I'm going to have a little look on the Patreon page to see where, if indeed this actually got suggested at all, or if I'm just going crazy. But we will have a look. Fingers crossed it did get requested somewhere. So it's Linda who has donated tonight, but also requested this. So thank you, Linda, for the donations and for the request over on Patreon. And it's my lyric video to my song called Greed, which is available on my album called Persistence. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys after. Rock!
Now the fire's burning low.
And there we have it. That was my song called Greed, and I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And let me just get this up on screen because we've had a donation from Kevin, who has donated $2. So thank you for that, Kevin. And this is for the Troll Spray Fund with some rock horns. So thank you for that. And we'll have to see if they start doing that because I can buy some. But then again, I might not because, like I mentioned, it's good interaction for the channel. There is something that they say here, which is there's no such thing as bad publicity. And I guess that interaction counts as some kind of publicity on YouTube. And that's how it works. But we will see. Thank you, Kevin, for that. Obviously, they're not going to make troll spray unless you get it for your garden if you don't like those gnomes and things, because some people buy things that look like trolls as well. But anyway, Kevin, before I digress, thank you for that $2 donation. And Shirley is in the house. And Shirley, I'm not sure whether Shirley saw herself earlier on the live stream. I might go through those pictures again. But anyway, this is a $24.99 donation. Thank you for that, Shirley. The message is, please do That's Metal Saturday memories of going outside with a smiley face and some guy with the sunglasses on as well. And these are just the emoticon things. So thank you, Shirley, for that donation. And we have Orlando again for $5 this time. Thank you so much for that. And the message is, I appreciate your well wishes. So thank you for the donation and everybody for tuning in tonight. It's 1:20 here in the morning. I'm just trying to work out whether I've got time to play That's Metal to my ears, the track where I'm just walking around in London and jamming with Darth Vader, and right at the end of the video, and also some of those mimes who don't mime, they just stay still like statues, but they broke the protocol for me and danced along, and they shouldn't really be doing that because they're supposed to be statues. But anyway, we might have time to quickly play that at the end, maybe. Let me just see if I can sort that out for Shirley. But I will also show the pictures. We'll quickly get into this, and I don't know whether the live stream will cut out because sometimes when I play lots of my own songs, they are copyright obviously by me, but it means that the publishing company then might stop the stream because they think that I'm somebody else trying to play Wings of Pegasus songs. But anyway, we will see. And just quickly, Vince has donated $5. Thank you so much for that. And the message is, at Shirkin is asking if you do online guitar lessons. Thank you for that, Vince. And I don't at the moment. I used to, but I just haven't got the time anymore, unfortunately. And even my lessons that I teach here and just on a day-to-day basis, obviously they've stopped now, but fitting it all in is getting a little bit tricky. So unfortunately I don't do online lessons anymore. But thank you, Vince, for that donation and also for posing that question. And let's quickly jump into this That's Metal video just to see if the live stream stops. Hopefully it won't, but if it does, then I'll see you guys at the next one, at the next analysis video comment section as well. But we will jump into this if I can find it, because I haven't set it up for tonight's live stream, but it should be this button. Fingers crossed, we will see if this works, and then we'll quickly have a look at the mugs before the end, because I can't remember whether we showed them and then it cut out or not. So we will see what happens after this, and I hope you guys enjoy this. And this is Shirley's request. Rock! And there we have it, as requested by Shirley. So you can blame Shirley for that one. And it wasn't requested by Laurie. So there's a rare thing. It has been requested by somebody else. And thank you for that request. And it looks like we got away with it, playing it on the live stream. So that's all good. We've also had another donation from the other Laurie. And this is Laurie in the super chat window that is on screen, so you guys can see that. $2. Thank you so much for that, Laurie. The message is just checking in to say hey, Phil. So thanks, Laurie, for checking in, and hello. Thank you for joining me right at the end of this live stream. It's almost 1:30 in the morning here, so I'm gonna have to call this a day. And we are just quickly going to show these pictures because I can't remember whether this actually cut out before or not, because the live stream did cut out earlier. This is why we're running a little bit late tonight with it. So I just want to get this up on screen. Hopefully this is going to work. It worked before, and it'll be just my luck that it doesn't work now. But we have the Spike the Likes mug. Here we have Shirley. So hello, Shirley, and thank you for posting this over on the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. And you guys can head over there and get involved with that as well, because Laura will allow you over there to join in. And Vince also hosts the after party after the live streams. And I mentioned Laurie about not requesting That's Metal, and this is Laurie's mug, and you can just see her hand, but there it is, Spike the Likes. So thank you for that, Laurie. And then we've got Marge as well, and there's Marge's mug, and perfectly timed with me on screen as well. So thank you for taking those pictures, and I'll be checking that Facebook group as well, because Laura has said that she'll pin those pictures up to the top of that comment section or the post section, so I'll be able to get hold of a few more pictures and show those on Saturday's live stream, because that'd be cool to get that done then as well. So we are going to be calling it to an end now, and just before we do, it looks like everything's about to cut out anyway, so I'm not sure that this is going to be working anymore. Fingers crossed it is. Maybe it's all gone wrong, but this was Orlando who has donated $5. Thank you so much for that. And the message is, you definitely work out with an arm and a guy jumping up and down. Was it cold that day? So yes, it was very cold. You could see everybody in jackets. I was the only one who didn't have a jacket on. So yes, it was. And it was raining, so we had to find a time where we have to shoot the video, and I obviously had other friends that helped and held cameras, but it was cold, and trying to do it when it wasn't raining was a nightmare as well. But we got there in the end. It looks like we're having some more issues here with the live stream, so I'm going to call it to an end now, and hopefully you guys can see this. It's just giving me all these warnings again, so just before it totally cuts out, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight, for all of the super chat donations, for your support, patrons at the bottom of the screen as well. If you want to get involved yourself, head over to patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus and get your name on the live stream. But I will see you at the next analysis video in the comments section tomorrow night, and if I don't see you there, I'll see you at the live stream on Saturday night, and if I don't see you there, I'll see you the same time, same place next Tuesday. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you can still see me and this is working, and I will see you guys when I see you next. I'll be live streaming same time on Saturday night. So I'll set up the event, and this time do it correctly, because I set one up a couple of days ago and I chose the wrong day. So apologies for that, but I'll set up another one for Saturday night. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have a great week, and please stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon. Rock!